Besides, only a game designed by nerds would have charisma as a fantasy power.
Ooh. I mean, you're right, but
Hey guys,
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up?
if you woke up one day and you were your persona, what would you do? The first thing you do?
Hmm.
Take a drink of water. Probably thirsty.
Take a sip.
Then go to the bathroom. Right, hold on. I gotta get out of bed first.
Wait a second.
Man, let's back up here. Get out of bed, head to the bathroom, and then actually use the bathroom.
Good call. Good call.
Nice lineup of order right there.
What about the rest of you? I mean, I know what I do, but like, it's not exactly family friendly that I can say on stream.
I would realize that I am now much more powerful, capable, and dangerous than I have ever been in my entire life.
I'll still end up
Bad
going to
time.
work.
Look, man, you get a new tool. You can't just let it sit there.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta
Gotta
at least-
use it.
Yeah, you
What?
gotta figure out how it works. You know, examine your new equipment thoroughly.
Ah, that is what you speak of. I mean, eventually, maybe, but I've got other things to consider at the moment. Such as realizing now that I am more powerful, capable, and dangerous than I've ever been in my entire life.
Look, all I know is my big scaled butt is gonna not fit in my Honda Accord anymore, and that's gonna cause issues.
You wake up, you're like, oh no, I can't drive to work anymore.
Hiding smile. Hiding smile.
I would wake up on a throne in hell, so there's that.
Here comes in, yeah.
I don't think I ever actually showed my original one here, so
Wait, when you say that, do you mean current, or is past also an option?
I only have one.
Whatever you consider your persona right now.
Oh, that's different. All right.
That's your answer. Is him.
Yes.
What was your answer?
Well, I kind of overthink these kinds of questions. It's like, am I the only one? If I am,
Okay, so you wake up.
how many
Here's the thing.
government agencies are now tracking me down to find out what the fuck I am?
Okay, you wake up. You know nothing of what happened. All you know is that you're whatever you are. Pine Rue, I guess. Martin Rue.
Sable Roo.
Sable Rue, thank you. That one. First thing you do, period.
Censored.
Yeah, same.
I think I just go out and start picking up the heaviest things I could possibly find and trying to convince myself that this is real.
Glad we're on the same page, Zim.
So after that, probably would utilize it to grow my streams.
Ah, the best looking face rig we've seen yet. Best looking.
Oh yeah,
Is
I
your
would be.
excuse.
I would absolutely
Yes,
be rid of my
streaming.
face rig then.
That's what he means.
Yeah. space rig.
That
That's what it
was-
is.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Echoes of Eberron Dungeons and Dragons. I will turn it over now. You know, I feel like I've had you do it a lot, Dusty, but you did kind of die last time.
I
You
did.
got back.
I did get better also.
She ripped my head off! I got better.
Got better.
I mean, it helps when one of your parents is divinity.
Well, I mean, honestly, it wasn't even FNR that resurrected you. It was just there. FNR got
She's
rid of
his patron. She can have some credit.
True.
Now Echoes of Rosalind, not Echoes of Eberron.
Echoes of Cross. This ain't about Eberron anymore.
Okay, cool. I shared the Thassalon ad. Sorry,
The what?
Thalison.
Musical guest.
Oh.
Alright, so what are we doing?
Huh?
Oh, right, the recap.
Right.
Last time we did some minor activities around tidying up, but the real crowning event was the invasion of the Fury and her forces. Unfortunately, it wasn't her actual body, more a proxy than anything else, but we did win, but unfortunately she was able to exert an amount of influence over those she had previously held, and I might have gone down a little after punching her a lot. Looks like we were making her pretty mad the more we were beating on her, but honestly I don't know what she was expecting. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I died, but that was more her mistake than anything else, because she was sort of saying she'd bring me back every time I died, but killing me herself really did sunder the bond between us, and now that I'm back, I ain't dealing with her anymore. How about that? I did warn her, she's making a lot of mistakes lately.
Oh. Good question. You said my voice was low. Is it still low?
A
Is
little bit, but
How's that?
easily fixable.
How's that? At all?
I think it's pretty good, yeah. Personally, I think it's pretty good.
Wait, what does this button do?
You've pressed Cobalt Termination button.
Oh,
Thank
no,
you for your patronage.
not again.
Thank you, Outer Space Foundation.
I got a new headset, and there's like up and minus buttons under the headset symbol and the mic symbol, and there's a 7.1 button that glows when I hit it.
Oh.
7.1.
There's a mute
Something
button, but I
like-
don't think you heard me say there was a mute.
There's a mute button or a meme button. I couldn't hear that.
It was a mute button.
Okay.
I wish I had a meme button.
I am a meme button.
Just press it on the headset and it just dispenses fresh meme directly into your set. Yeah. I was about to say auditory senses, and then the word slipped my mind.
Oh, Zim. Martin propaganda is getting to Power Stone.
I see that. And all of you that come here only for Echoes, I appreciate you guys. But definitely check out some of the other streams as well. If you think Martins are adorable, you gotta see the Martin twins in the Sunday D&D game.
Look at him go.
Is someone sawing through your room?
Yeah.
It's the sound the Martin's
Noise.
making.
Like a lumberjack?
It's a little growl.
Yeah, he's vicious.
Almost like a bark, I would say.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody has a tree saw.
I love how he like does it and moves at the same time.
It's like somebody running wood over wood or something.
Bork.
Or a big saw through wood.
Some Martins actually, when they get going, they actually sound very similar to a motorcycle trying to be started.
Egg stealing woozle. Look at him go. He slip out the hole. Okay, so Dusty died. Where are we?
Right about there, actually. I think when we actually logged off yesterday, that's about where we stopped. As Dusty had
Yesterday?
just been brought back to
Did I
life,
miss
having
something?
visions of. Actually, Dusty, go ahead and give me a religion check.
Okay.
Subscribe to myreligion.com.
Well, judging by the fact you died and everything was kind of dram and boring, you'd guess that you had very, very vivid visions of Delure. Most likely you were actually there for a little bit.
Delore, eh?
Yep.
So that's where my friend is.
Mm-hmm. The realm of the dead.
Should it be the realm of Dead Dad, since it's called Delure?
Oh, I guess that's another thing the Fury lied about. Huh. I guess it is. Wow, she
Like, are you
really had
surprised at
nothing
this
to
point?
offer other than keeping me from dying.
But that's exactly where we're gonna pick back up. As Dusty.
Me.
He want the egg.
Want the egg, but egg is cold. Eggs aren't supposed to be cold. What is wrong?
He's so
This is an
confused.
egg.
Look at him go. He took it.
Buddy wants the egg, but the egg is cold, and it makes no sense. But it egg.
Oh, is this on the stream?
Yes. Look at him
Okay.
go. He's long boy.
By the way, if you do enjoy Martins, do subscribe to the @hourlymartins channel on Telegram. I run
If
it
you like
and
Martins.
have lots of Martins.
If you like Martins, consider becoming one today.
That too. Anyways, back to the game.
Just eat lots of eggs.
I'm
It's easy.
subscribed to Hourly Possums, because possums are adorable. Well, it does say it revived, but we did actually have like a good 10 minutes or so. Including me asking Yark how the fuck anyone got in here that weren't on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I gave a shrug.
Fix it. Fix it now.
Dove, I want to examine the big crystal.
Go right ahead. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Ah, that's what I'm missing, my mouse.
It'd be good to have that.
My mouse pad is currently holding pizza. It's not that important.
All right. So, examining it further leads you to a few conclusions. One, it seems to be intact, as far as you're aware. You
Alright,
know that magic items like this have some sort of ability to sort of slowly fix themselves. So if it did cause a slight amount of damage, it might have already been fixed.
Alright, cool. That's
However-
good so far.
Mm-hmm. However, as you're digging deeper and deeper and kind of probing each little current and eddy of magic flowing inside of it, you come to the realization that it has the remnants of an unfamiliar, very almost acidic, acrid magic.
That's not good. Bad. I scrub it clean.
All right. As you're doing so, you're also sort of investigating it a little bit closer, as far as just seeing, just out of curiosity. And based on the sort of energy that connects this place to the material plane, this one appears to be connected with a different plane.
Can I see through it in a way, like a magical, like looking through the lock of a door?
Sure. Give me another Arcana check.
That one's even higher.
All right. Give me one moment to check my notes. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Sorry about that. I'm being very, very dumb.
Oh no. He's bird brained.
I was, yeah. So, as you're almost sort of peering through, using it as a little keyhole, you see nothing but pure, just intense, advanced darkness. You can tell that it's actually looking through, and you can almost, for brief moments, see little dots kind of swirling around somewhere in the darkness. Your
The Fury's realm. The Fury.
your experience with magic would lead you to conclude that this is, at least at a preliminary glance, the realm of Mabar, the Endless Night.
Do I know if gods generally have their own plane anyway?
Well,
Religion would dictate so.
Don't
Actually,
teach my hamster to suck eggs.
religion would dictate not.
Ah,
The otherworldly planes are mostly inhabited by some of the overlords who were either have taken up power there, have slowly kind of grown to become sort of demigods in their own right, though still not actual deities. The gods of the the 9 sovereigns and the Dark Six, none of them have their own realms. As far as theologists can determine at this point.
I see. Would it be safe for mortals to go there?
I think from your own knowledge, You are not sure. It doesn't sound like a fun place to go, but with your amount of sort of magical protection in your arsenal, you think that you ought to survive going there. For how long, though, is a different question.
I'm gonna peek my head out and yell to Zerth. Hey, Zerth! Do you think mortals can survive in the enter plane of existence here?
Realm of Mabar.
Realm of Mabar?
It depends on the realm.
I said Realm of Mabar.
Very specific question.
Would I, as a long-lived cleric, know that?
For some reason, I thought you said, would I, as a gator, know that?
Oh, I, as a gator, know many things.
Go ahead and give me a religion check. Since knowledge of this place especially might coincide with your knowledge of the Fury.
Not bad.
Again,
as
it
a
wouldn't
gator.
be fun. All sources of light and warmth tend to be slowly snuffed out. So going there would be a constant struggle against just fading away. Similar to that of Dolor, you think? But in a much
Well-
more total way.
We do have influence.
Yep. Everyone go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
All right. Ooh. Sinel didn't roll too good either. So, anyways, yeah.
Sir,
Realm of Mabar is not. It's not a very fun place to be in.
Zerf would say, it is possible, but not pleasant. Essentially become like a wet sponge where you're slowly being wrung out over a bucket until you're nothing.
No wonder the Fury likes it there.
Yeah, it's a living hellhole.
Also, it is kind of the plane where all necrotic energy comes from.
That sounds awful.
It's not a summer paradise.
Oh, there goes my plans for a summer home.
Well, it looks like there's a little hole directly to there from our little crystal place.
Oh, well, that's not good.
I should probably patch it up, huh?
Probably.
Dove, I'm gonna seal it.
All right. If you seal it, it'll make it considerably harder to actually get there, as there's really no way to undo it. Are you sure?
Do we need to go there?
I mean, we could go there and kill the Fury.
Ooh. It's just like, wait, hold up.
Big lizard brain working.
It's
Gears are turning.
Swamp Puppy thinking for a second. We essentially have a backdoor access to her house.
And so does she.
Well, it's more like her apartment. She lives with other people, I think.
Probably. I think if we were to truly kill her, we'd have to go there anyway.
Absolutely. If
So
that is your goal, you'd have to go there.
That is our family motto now. I look to Rosalind, it's like, game plan?
How about we rest and think on it?
I could.
You know, this place makes me think of the Mournlands.
Zerf shudders.
Yark vomits.
This place is probably worse than the Mournlands, let's be real.
Oh, that did that. We'll find out. That Moorlands was not a cakewalk either. Spooky bacon. Ugh.
I don't even think the spooky bacon was the worst part. I didn't like the living blood tree.
Oh, I forgot about the bat eating tree.
I mean, there was also a greater mimic that slapped me around, but then I just sat back up and I realized this is not a good time.
Yeah, the carriage
funny.
mimic was not a good time.
Oh, the zombie baby was the worst.
Oh, I forgot about the undead infant.
I mean, how else do you think it got me in there?
Let's stop thinking about this, guys. That would make me happier.
No, I think I'm in the mood for a bad time today.
It's that anime trope of like the black and purple sadness in the background as they just.
No, I think I want to be sad right now.
I'm going to pick up Dusty and launch him into the pool.
Hold on, he can fly. He can't toss him. You gotta like spike him into it.
Mm.
Fine, I'll slam dunk him into it.
That'll work.
Like Jordan the squirrel.
And we're in the manor place, right?
Yeah, we're in our home.
Dusty, make a dexterity saving throw.
It's your time for you to have an arrow in the butt.
If he gets hit by an arrow, I hope you know you're dicks.
I actually think he dodged it.
Also, he can just catch it.
Yeah, I can do that.
He does have 1 HP, by the way.
We've not rested since then, you know. I've still partially recovered.
His body just floats to the surface with an arrow in his back.
Yeah, that would definitely
roll me a
get
survival
Siddle
check,
dead.
Sinnel. Sinnel?
Sorry, mouse and keyboard keep randomly turning off on me.
No, Rob.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And it's based off a... What would that be, a light crossbow? I'm guessing you can catch 7 piercing damage worth of projectile.
I could catch 14 at the bare minimum. I could catch.
All right. Would you like to throw it back?
You know what? I think I will.
Do it.
I'm feeling saucy.
Do
today.
it.
I'm feeling-
All right. With a slight twitching of your velvet covered ears, you twirl around, catch the hidden crossbow bolt, and with a little twirl, manage to give it a kind of a sidearm and just fling it back right at the hidden crossbow. You hear it a thunk followed by a mechanical twang as something breaks and shears off. And you hear like a little pattering of like little gears and cogs on the stone.
You know, maybe I should do a patrol around the house for these. Just a thought. Just
Try to catch them all. I mean, everything does hurt.
You are having a bath, and then you're going to bed, young man.
mother, you will kill me again.
Rosalind says in character.
You're covered in your own blood.
Yes, I
And I
am. Do not throw me in outside water right now.
Do you know how hard blood is to get out of sheets? I know how hard blood is to get out of sheets.
All right, fine. Give me a moment. I've got something for this.
Oh yeah, the Kerr headband.
That's cheating.
No. Something else. Wholeness of body, for starters.
So, what's your passive perception?
Let us adventure.
18.
18.
In the
As you're
in the
starting to
case
head
of,
back into
this,
the. Sorry.
In the case of this, where I'm sure I'm about to die as a result, 28.
So, as you're heading back in, your ear twitches kind of much the same as Dusty's did. but for a different reason, because you hear the distinct sound of all of your traps being accidentally set off in a freak, super lucky or unlucky chain reaction, as the crossbow that was broken starts a series of events which, by your own count, has disabled what you think the amount of traps you missed is.
Arrows, spikes, and bear traps go off all over the place.
Yeah.
Bolts and arrows flying through the air.
The video of like the ping pong ball thrown onto the floor full of mouse traps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Oh god.
It's like it's like a shockwave outward. It's pretty cool to watch.
Okay. From our side, you just said it's like a, and then you just muted.
I accidentally let go of the shift button. It looks like a wave just spreading outward from the ping pong ball. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you do?
So, for cover?
Dusty.
Is
Sorry?
this targeting everyone?
Everybody go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, except for Dusty.
If there's another one, I will get it. But also, I'm being carried right now.
It goes
so.
all
Oh,
around.
no!
It goes all around you specifically.
This just seems like fate.
How much health do you have, sir? I
Like,
remember you went down.
every single arrow aims directly for his butt, and no other spot.
The way I picture it, is all the arrows go, and then it's like the cartoon of stop, turn to Zerth, and just go that way.
How close are the points of origin?
Okay.
It's like the world's worst Rube Goldberg machine.
It really is.
Nova,
Yeah?
how close are the points of origin?
And it's a
What do you mean by that?
As in, how close are the objects being fired?
You get danger sense.
Okay.
If that's what you're asking.
At the very, very end of the Rube Goldberg machine, something happens and shoots a spike directly up Zerth's tail.
So Zerth,
Yes. Bring it on.
you see a hidden sort of a ballista mounted within the wall fire. It's kind of a slow projectile, but you just dodge out of the way. You kind of arc down and take a large step to the side, right into a bear trap. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. As your ankle is now on fire with the distinct feeling of a serrated bear trap clamping around your shin.
Skin the margin!
I'm gonna start spinning my hammer.
Sinnoh would
Where is
like
Sinnoh?
to use his trap card, Vanish from Existence.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check as you try to hide.
No.
I got your set, boy.
Everyone who is trying to find him, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Would my passive perception of 20 just auto-follow him?
No, this is an active check, sorry.
Okay. Wait, Sinnoh was damaged in combat, right?
Why are you asking?
No, actually, he was perfectly fine.
Okay, because if he's bleeding or something, I can get a better sniffer. Oh, I know you.
Zerth, for a brief moment, you see his tail kind of disappear around a corner, but he is quiet. Nobody else notices.
Can I pry the bear trap off my foot?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
He just
take the
yanks the
round
chain
and
out of
takes
the
him to-
ground.
I'm gonna take the turn that it takes him to get that done to move further away.
Oh, you lost by 10 points.
I'm gonna hand the bear trap to Rosalind and just go, "Hun, sweetie, go take care of our child. I'm gonna go get us a new rug.
I'll
Oh,
get
Sino, come
I'll get
out
started
and
on dinner.
yay.
I'm gonna get started on dinner, Nova.
All right. I imagine there would be a fairly short chase.
I cast hate to
Hold
myself.
on, we have an influence.
A very short chase. All right. Accepted. As the chase is underway, Zerth, a moment after you cast haste on yourself, you almost barrel around the corner right into the hallway where Sinel, you can see about 30 feet away is Zerth, staring directly at you with glowing red eyes.
Great fun! Right, Boo?
It looks like he sees you and he is out for blood. For both of you, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
We do have another influence.
10, not a bad number. That's slightly better. I'm big and meaty. I'm not very dexterous.
I will be denying that second one. However, as you are running to try and catch him, you pass through a doorway. Sinel, at the very last moment, you see a little tiny silvery wire running across the door, which is hilarious because this is one of the interior doorways. You figure somebody would have set it off by now. Apparently not, as Sinel, you managed to step over it. Zerth, however, as you pass by, hasted, which I believe, don't you get a bonus on dex saves when you're hasted?
Advantage.
You have advantage.
Oh,
Roll it again.
I never do dex saves when I do hasten. It's never come up.
All right, that would still not be enough.
Yeah, slightly better. I get a little bit more pep in my step.
All right, as you're barreling through the doorway, you step on the tripwire, which about 10 feet in front of you in the hallway levers out one of the planks in the wall at perfect head level. As you smash into it, catapulting yourself backwards, almost like cartwheeling, as your clothesline ending up prone on your back. If you want to run away, Sinel, you can roll your stealth check again, and Zerth, you can roll your perception check again.
Oh yes,
They're-
I am trying to get away as quickly as possible, preferably exiting the mansion if the entrance is still open.
All right.
You
He's-
realize you deserve everything that will happen to you.
Stealth, not survival.
Oh
God damn it.
no! It was a 20 on my screen.
Okay,
for a
add
second.
2 more to it.
No, roll again.
Aha!
You hacker. All right. It gives you just enough lead to disappear.
Okay. Zer's just panting down the way. I'm like, I'll give him this. He doesn't know how to set up a goddamn trap. I will never tell him this. So, your skin is mine! I need a nap.
As Sinnoh, you vanish. Are you leaving like the mansion fully, or just the villa, like the building?
We're gonna. I mean, he's gonna leave the pocket dimension with DeSoda, and he will come back in probably. Well, Chad, how long do you think he can stay mad for? I know I'm fucked with Rosalind, but.
Just you wait, Sinnoh. Just you wait.
About a week.
Then I guess I'm coming back in a week.
Meanwhile, I am picking Dusty up, and I am finding some bandages and stuff, and mummifying him.
Wait, this isn't necessary. I've got a thing for this. Jesus. Dusty would like to use wholeness of body.
All right. With your combined efforts, you managed to stop all the various bleeding from all the small little cuts and little patches of at first what looked to be frostbite. These little black dead patches of skin that eventually get some blood flow back in them. But as you guys settle down for a little bit of rest, I'm guessing you guys might set a watch schedule.
Now we are.
All right. Who is on first watch? And also, actually, first of all, what's for dinner?
Whatever I can scrounge up from a nearby, actually not a nearby. Sinnoh's going to the other side of town, the entire other side of Sharn, to find an inn. Preferably a very lesser known one that nobody will ever think to look for him there at.
And one that sells eggs.
He is willing to forgo the eggs because his life is very much on the line.
What?
He's messed with the gator.
We can have eggs tonight.
I'm gonna have extra egg.
All right.
Yeah, extra eggs. The Sinnoh's missing out on.
And, we're gonna have breakfast for dinner. Eggs, bacon, toast, all of the good stuff.
Ooh,
And
breakfast for dinner.
And biscuits with sausage gravy.
Ooh.
Especially since this would probably be our breakfast, right? Because didn't she interrupt our sleep or something?
Correct, she did.
Yeah, this would be breakfast. This isn't even dinner. It's just breakfast for breakfast.
It's just breakfast. All right.
Just for
So-
breakfast.
As you guys hopefully would get some food inside you before bedding down for the night, you have a little bit of a restless sleep. The sort of events still kind of stuck in your head and preventing you from getting a nice restful night of sleep. You do, however, get a long rest, all things considered. Dun.
Good. I had 2 failed death saving throws and like 12 HP from kicking the bucket.
That's what it does to you.
Why are you kicking the bucket? The bucket never did anything to you.
That bucket knows what it did.
Okay, Dova.
Yeah?
I am going to make a belt and infuse it with blur.
All right.
I could do it as during a long rest.
I'm guessing that's a artificer infusion.
Correct. Well, it's a spell storing item thing.
Gotcha.
I store the blur spell in the belt, and there's a little switch you can press on the side that lets you cast blur.
All right.
It can be used a number of times equal to twice my intelligence modifier. So it can be used 8 times before the spell wears off.
Dang.
Yeah, man. Now I just need to find someone to give it to. Who likes not being hit?
I mean, I can do an okay job not being hit with an AC of 23.
I guess
Give it,
I
give
let
it
me
to
be,
Dusty. No, hold on. I get perfect furious, right? It's the bat utility built.
ha!
Oh,
I guess I should rephrase that. Who wants disadvantage? Who wants to invoke disadvantage on whoever attacks them?
Ooh.
hmm.
That's what blur does, and like unless you're holding concentration on one of your own spells, which
I don't have spells, so no.
exactly.
I think. Zerg
It should definitely go on a martial class because you have to hold concentration.
Yeah, I would say it would be good for Zerf, but a lot of his better spells are concentration based.
Yeah, a lot of good clerics spells are concentration based. So I guess, well, Sinnoh does Hex or not Hex? Does Hunter's Mark require concentration?
Good question.
I don't know about that one.
Even
what
if
a
it doesn't,
Yes,
shame
it
he ain't
does.
here. What a
even if it doesn't require concentration, I feel like you're gonna be out of direct combat for the most part anyway. So we're
Actually,
gonna adjust your.
I've changed some stuff on that, and I might be, but we'll see.
You're no longer a bowman.
I'm still going to be primarily bows, but I did
Well,
pick
there
up
you
the
go.
dual wielder feat.
Ooh.
So, but I definitely think you should go to either Dusty or Rosalind.
Wow, what a copycat, Siddle.
Oh, speaking of copycat, I think I'm gonna take a point in Barbarian.
Everyone should take a point in Barbarian.
True.
We all rage together.
I'm surprised Zerf hasn't done it yet.
Well, I mean, you worship a barbarian. That's pretty much the same thing.
Also, you wouldn't be able to cast spells while you're raging, so...
He cast it from his heart, or non-existent heart, or however the hell that works.
I think you technically have a heart.
It's acorn shaped. It's like a golden acorn that pumps blood.
I don't think I'm powerful enough to keep you alive without a heart. So
Exactly. It's an acorn replacement.
I think it's probably part of like the contract. It's like the signing bonus.
Giant gold acorn. That's
Your
the whole.
heart
That's it.
sounds nuts.
All right, guys. I gather in the morning. I gather Dusty and Rosalind as early as they can as they possibly wake up, and I say, "Okay, I made a belt that'll make it very hard to get hit, but I can only give it to one of you. And as a cook, there is one way to decide the stalemate." And I place a pie in front of both of you. And I say, whoever finishes the pie first gets the belt.
What kind of pie is it?
Wait, hold on. Why don't we just check what our current attunement is?
Yeah, I
It
can't.
doesn't.
use-
It doesn't require attunement.
Oh,
It's a
seems a bit
Monday.
weird.
It's a mundane item that allows you to cast a spell with an action.
oh.
The question still stands. What kind of pie is it?
Blueberry, because that's what I had on hand.
Gotcha.
Oh, sadness.
Number 1, coffee. Number 2, Dusty can have it.
I give
I
her.
mean, I'm
My
I'm gonna
hamster is
eat the
getting
pie
antsy.
anyway, but
Weary adventurers, let us adventure.
By default, Dusty wins.
There's, there is
as I
no
p-
point in me having concentration-based spells.
oh yeah, rage.
Wait, I thought you can hold concentration. You just can't cast stuff.
No, as a barbarian, you cannot cast nor hold concentration.
I see. I give Dusty the belt and I give Rosalind her coffee. And they both get to have the pie.
I mean,
Beautiful. Good pie.
as
You're-
Dusty enjoys the pie, he will of course go face first into it,
Breakfast pie.
like a proper pie eating competition. Only it's
Exactly.
just him.
This line right here.
I see. York is gonna put his hands on his hips and say, "Well, I've done good work today."
Oh, Yark,
Hello.
follow me to the pool. I need to thank you for giving her the suggestion.
I follow Dusty to the pool.
No late night romance. Be back by 7.
What?
Yes, Rosalind.
All right. Now what do I do for a grapple check?
On the pie?
No, on Yark. After we get to the lake.
My boy!
Well, first you have to make an attack roll.
Alright.
If it hits, then it becomes a grapple check. You successfully grapple me, and then we do. Oh god.
Dodge.
Great
Yeah, okay.
fun.
I can't. Yeah, no. Now it's a contested strength, or your athletics versus my athletics or acrobatic.
That's not very good, but alright, let's try it.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you are the one doing the grappling, you don't get a choice.
Correct.
I hovered on a 20 for a moment there.
I am squirmy.
Grr, get over here.
I don't imagine it so much as a grapple, so much as Dusty just picking him up by the back of the neck and dangling him.
Yes, but he's too squirmy. Plus, he is also smaller than me now.
You can't grab. It's hard to grab because like you try to. He doesn't have any fur to grip onto, so you just kind of slip right out.
Grr.
Advantage of scales.
I'm going to
by
make
the
you
way,
take a bath. I'm going to make you.
I don't
Yark,
need one. Yes, Dova.
If I'm remembering this correctly, wasn't it your plan to unattune from the goo at some point?
Yes, I thought I did that.
Oh, you did. Very nice. In private, I assume, because it was kind of messy
Yeah.
affair.
This is before the what's it called? Before the big banquet.
Gotcha. Sanitary reasons.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had all my magic items in order before the big event.
Ah,
I think what I have is Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, the Doppelganger's Claw, Cloak of Protection, and Ring of Telekinesis. Those all sound like attunement stuff.
well, heck yeah.
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to cast. I know it's a forbidden spell. I'm going to cast Enlarge on myself
No, you curse!
to turn myself back into normal size, but temporarily I get advantage on. Wait. This until the spin ends. Advantage on strength checks. I'm going to try to grapple Dusty.
Oh. Ho ho ho.
It's time.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check, and Dusty, go ahead and give me either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Doesn't he need to make an attack roll? Doesn't
That's
Oh,
true,
yeah.
he does. Go ahead and make a melee attack roll.
Reverse card.
That would be just like. Would that be the same as athletics? Because it'd be adding.
It'd be strength versus strength or dexterity.
Well,
or,
here.
Strength or dexterity.
Oh no, I missed.
That misses
foolish?
like quite a bit.
Can I just say he stumbled past me and I kick him into the water? That was a large margin.
But
That's
it
true.
wasn't. But it wasn't a 1.
I don't know.
Almost.
That's failing by about 20 or so.
17 to
17.
be exact.
All right.
Yes.
Make a strength check. It's my spellcast. It's gonna be my spellcasting ability, contested with your strength.
Fine. Nah. It's a
Dova, what happens in a tie?
Roll again.
Roll again. Okay, got it.
Ooh.
damn.
I used telekinesis to yank Dusty in with me.
Zerth, you are finally able to drag yourself out of bed. And you walk out into the main hall just in time to see Dusty being dragged through the air by a kind of misty, reddish hand that seems to kind of throw him down into the pool where a much larger looking Yark is currently trying to tread water. Larger as in he's kind of normal size now.
Dusty hears a very ominous as you see a bar of soap hovering above you. Telekinesis.
Zerth's gonna light his morning stogie and just go, "My boy has turned to a man. He's got his first rival. I wish Sinnoh was here to see this," as he pats where a fur coat will be in the future.
A coat rack. he pats a coat rack with a plaque that says future home of Sinnoh.
Don't you dare.
I'm going to use telekinesis to vigorously rub the bar of soap against Dusty.
I'm gonna use my projectile catching to snatch that away.
It's not a projectile. Nuh-uh, I'm holding it with my mind.
Dildo rolling is that a projectile?
I don't think it would be because it's not technically being thrown at all. It's still within somebody's control.
Alright, make an attack roll.
Zerth's just
All right.
watching this, and he's actually like a very warm smile, like watching like
Add
two
4 to
boys
that
playing
for
at it.
proficiency.
Okay.
So
Alright, you
13.
missed by 10.
I-
You missed. Alright. Now
All right,
I'm gonna-
Dova.
You're able to dodge the soap weapon. However, as it makes contact with the water over and over, as it continues to attempt to lather you up, the soap is slowly starting to dissolve into the water and make all of the water start to become slightly soapy.
All right, Dova.
You're running out of unsoaped water to be in.
Wait, is
All right,
this my
Dusty.
pond?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Alright,
no!
Dova, one
Yeah?
more, or Dusty, sorry. Dusty, one more strength check versus my intelligence.
And then Sir's gonna
Fine.
do something.
Damn it, that was an 18 for so long.
Alright,
That
I
was-
grab Dusty, and now instead of scrubbing scrubbing him with the soap, I'm going to scrub the water with Dusty.
What?
As Dusty, the soap is just instantly almost like tossed into the water. You catch it, but for that brief moment, you're distracted enough for the hand to grab around you, pulling your arms in tight against each other.
Wait, no, I'm the
As-
one initiating if I'm rolling a strength check.
No, this is you resisting telekinesis.
Yeah,
Oh.
as you are lifted very slightly before you are just drugged through the water with
Back and forth.
with a just leviathan amount of arcane force. Just
I'm trying to get you!
Alright, Zerth.
Alright, Zerf was gonna pull Rosalind over and just be like, look at the boys having fun and stuff like that as he take a drag of his cigar, and he's gonna look to his
Rosalind-
lovely wife, and he goes,
Wait,
Just-
is that soap in my pond?
No, I think Rawson would be like, isn't that your pond?
yeah, and that's when the cigar drops, and he's gonna look at her and goes, yeet me, sweetie.
Rosalind?
I'm going to pick him up by the waist for comedic fashion and jump skyward and dump him into the lake.
Give me an athletics check.
Couple 17.
All right. You grab him by the waist, kind of crouch down slightly, and just leap upwards, careening into the air, maybe 5 to 10 feet, before using your momentum to just throw him even further. As you arc through the air, Zerth, almost directly, your trajectory putting you directly in between Dusty and Yark, as he's kind of standing standing on one of the large rocks in the middle of the pool. You are holding a hand up to continue to thoroughly wash and rinse and lather all at once Dusty in the soapy water.
And he's just like a missile, just coming down. And he just lands, but at the same time, he's gonna cast Control Water, so the biggest cannonball overflowing you've ever imagined to launch.
Oh,
them.
jeez. Fair to say, I lose the hold of Dusty.
Yeah, yeah.
That can either be flood or redirection.
I'd say Control Water can be used for a cannonball. Yes.
It's like a cannon missile.
So as a miniature just explosion goes off beneath the water, throwing almost the entire contents of the sort of mossy, soapy pool, just throwing all the contents over the entire villa. Most of it, thankfully, kind of going over the roof. Some of it going down the halls and through the main entryway and along this sort of pool walkway that rings around it in the open air. Zerth, you find yourself just laying on the sort of rocky, pebbly bottom. Maybe about an inch or 2 inches of water kind of streaming back in, but the rest of it is just gone. The rest of you do find yourself just on the bottom. And currently in the bottom is Dusty, Yark, Zerth, two koi fish that are very unhappy, and about a half a bar of soap.
I'm on my back, like pretty much next to Zerth, just laying there, and Dusty and I are both extremely clean.
I fixed it. I say as I land.
Thank you, honey. He squirts some water out of his mouth.
Be careful what you wish for.
I kinda enjoyed that. We gotta do that again.
So,
Yes.
as you are having a nice continental breakfast at a very little known, almost like a breakfast nook, in one of the upper levels of Sharn. It's not the top level, but it's kind of up there. But it's nice and quiet. It's near one of the libraries, so not much traffic comes around, especially. And it's somewhere around the afternoon, as most people are either at work or working on something of their own projects in this sort of university district that you're in. But as you are enjoying a nice meal with it's got some hard-boiled eggs. It's got a little bit of a lobster salad on a nice crunchy roll, and a super crisp, like a coleslaw salad. You feel a gentle whisper in the back of your mind, as I don't believe you've heard this voice before, as the voice would almost sound like it was grinning with glee, as it says, "Do you happen to know where I might be able to find your companion? The one with the sullen look and the glowing tails?"
No. He kind of has vanished on all of us.
We still a bank for these people.
For the end of the world spell.
Well,
press
he did.
Control, delete.
As the voice kind of harumphs, saying, "That's what I'm hearing from everybody." Well, if you do see him, tell him that he did a fine job.
All right, will do.
I can't help but notice to see how well you all are doing. However, you're kind of on your own. Why is that?
Let's just say it's for my personal safety that I maintain my distance for the time being.
For personal or business reasons?
Personal. They might kill me if I go back right now.
So that implies that you're intending on returning then, yes?
Probably at some point.
Well, that's good to hear. I find myself quite entertained in seeing some of your shenanigans play out.
And where is this voice coming from?
Ground, you really can't tell. Go ahead and give me a active perception check.
I got no idea.
You're looking around. You're trying to find anybody that's talking to you, but you're really unable to determine. As it, oh, where was I? I don't know what he was saying last. Uh-oh.
Something about returning. He likes his little
Oh,
stuff.
gotcha. Thank you. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any active jobs that I wish to offer you. I just wanted to check in, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be heading back eventually. Where are you? Who are you?
An old associate of your old friends. If I am someone who is to be important to you, I will certainly let you know. And until then, well, even if you did speak of this, I'm not sure many people would realize or even pay attention.
Yeah, probably not. I see no reason to bother bringing you up. But I'm just curious.
That's fine by me.
What kind of horrible things are you plotting against us?
Oh, nothing at the moment. That's thinking far too small.
Oh, it's against the whole city.
I don't think it's a bad idea to mention, just because I like making friends, that I'm hedging my bets on whoever is going to come out on top in this little showdown between you and that old grouchy general fellow.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
You know, the one who took your friend and is planning on wiping everything clean.
Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that at some point. If I can get the others to stop trying to take on gods.
So I've heard.
You'd think they'd learn after one of us got killed, but apparently not.
Well, then if they came back, then I assume then that must mean that they're not wrong. If you can survive one fight against a god, then that truly means that they aren't a god. As a true god would have smitten them down instantly. That's the way I think about it.
Unless the god was just toying with us.
That is also true. Anyways, I wish you the best of luck.
And to you as well.
It pains me to say that I won't be interfering with whatever happens, as I'm still not quite sure as to who I want to win.
Oh, you really should want us to win. I mean, just look at us. We're hilarious. We're great to watch. One of us has already helped you once, you know?
That's true, but he creates so much good drama.
Have
All
you
the emotion
seen
behind it.
everything that we've been doing?
Well,
I mean, you said you've been watching us. You should
It's
know
more-
why I've had to run away.
it's more mischievous drama than anything else. But with him, it's real deep drama. It's entertaining in a different way. But I'll leave you to your meal.
Oh, well, okay.
And as he trails off, you can see out of the corner of your eye a little bit of scrawled graffiti in the booth. It's a little a cartoonish a depiction of a small creature with just a large sort of round body, 2 sharp ears, and a big toothy grin. Which, having talked to Inun about the being which talked to him about the whole heist thing, you realize you recognize it. And as you look, you see a little bit of movement from the graffiti as the eyes move from looking to you towards looking sort of straight forward.
Sinnoh will give a shudder and pick up his food and move to a different booth.
All right. There was no graffiti on this one.
And after he finishes his food, he's gonna bide his day away, but with a hunting contract.
All right. Go ahead and give me a investigation check. All right. And go ahead and give me a survival check. All right. It's a relatively slow day, bounty wise, but you do find one offering a bounty for somebody wanted for starting a very violent bar fight. It's fairly easy to find him, but in the fight itself, you have quite a bit of trouble. Go ahead and subtract 30 HP, as well as add 200 Galifars as you run into a extremely competent brawler who you manage to subdue, but only after being just roughed up beyond belief.
Oh no, he's competent. Leading to, ow, my everything.
Quite everything, but yeah.
As for the rest of you, and actually everybody really, the full day is yours. What are you doing?
Well, at post-bath, I'm going to see how much I've recovered. Because if I haven't, that would have stung.
Hey, it was your choice to play by the pool.
I needed vengeance.
So, as you're looking over yourself, the sort of velvet coverings on your ears are starting to feel a little bit tender. The faint sort of prickly sensation that they had the day before is starting to go away, replaced with just numbness. That, and it feels like they're starting to separate.
Well, just like a deer's antlers. Except now it's me this time. It's gonna suck.
I mean, if we got the whole day, I'm gonna run my tavern,
All right.
and I'll let Rosalind and Zert decide if we want to try to attack the Fury on her own home turf, or if maybe we should try to deal with this general guy who's been stalking us, and we've kind of been ignoring him.
I mean, I think we should probably just keep on ignoring him. To be honest, it seems to be working. We keep like accidentally fucking up plans anyway. So
Yeah, Sigma's issue and our issue tends to correlate and just kind of balance each other out at this point.
You killed the Fury? She was my source of power. How dare you? Look, man,
At this
it was just
point,
a
maybe.
coincidence.
Ooh, I know what Zerth wants to do.
There's a more in the kitchen.
What does he want to do?
We're near Sharn, right?
You're kind of in Sharn.
we're literally
could definitely
connected to the tavern inside Sharn.
Oh,
Yeah, you could definitely say we're near Shard.
You
Look.
can reach Sharn rather easily.
I got a concussion last game. So Gator Noodle's a little messed up. He's an old man. Like give him a benefit of the doubt.
I sent a picture to the group chat. Pretty relevant, I'd say.
He's gonna go research on ways to go to the world of the Fury. We'll call it, because I can't, as a player, remember what it's called.
Babar.
Mabar, with safe passage, or if he's gonna try to look for any information of anybody who's traveled there and come back. Just information gathering.
Okay.
If need be, he will probably go to, if he can find it, old churches of the Fury. His thinking that may be a good place to start.
All right. Go ahead and give me an investigation or a religion check. All right. Now that you know that she's on one of these planes, you can start to focus your search much more efficiently, and taking a moment to dive into a local temple of Ogma, the sovereign of knowledge and lore. You start to read about certain rituals and spells used to just traverse between these planes. Teleportation and word of recall are good. However, they have trouble with going to these remote places. And thus you're kind of getting in your head some of the bits of information that are needed to start to learn the plane shift spell specifically. I forget exactly what level that is.
6th or 7th, I can't remember. I'm looking it up.
Perfect. And what level spells do you have access to right now, Zerth?
Up to 6.
Up to 6, level 7.
Oh, it's 7?
Yep.
That's not too bad. Question is, when do I get level 7 spells? I shall do research.
14 or 15? Maybe 13?
13.
13. Wow.
Next level. It's right there.
Well, looks
So-
like we're grinding some General Boy.
Is there a tavern that needs rats killing? Is there any mummies?
Better
Did
yet,
Johnny fall down the well?
how many taverns need rat killing?
There's a lot of taverns that need rat killing in Sharn. Giant rats? Maybe not. Some of the basements aren't very big.
Well, actually, there's an interesting posting on the library about a marten killing.
Hey. Zerth,
Yes.
you know that it's possible, and you have knowledge, you have memories of certain holy texts that talk about how to start the process of calling down that sort of power from the sovereigns, from the Dark Six, all sorts of various deities, and describing rituals that worked. And so you have a knowledge of maybe how to do it, but you know almost instinctually that you don't have quite the amount of power to draw, or you don't have the pure raw energy. You know you're
I'm
close,
sorry.
though.
I'm sorry, I'm so useless. Wah.
you're more useful than that bitch. I mean person. I mean
Ooh,
whore.
settle down. All right, there's a lot of language going around here. Let's settle down.
Delva, you're a
Heck.
fish.
Heck,
Ooh, those are battle words.
Words of combat.
I wonder
Engage.
how many rats it would take to kill Sapphire.
action economy.
True.
Proper oceans.
15 rats. Only need one to hit.
I would eat all of them.
Sure, that'll be an action for each.
He would yeah, done that research. He'll go back to home and just relay it to Rosalind and goes, I have the information on how to travel there safely, but not power, or my body can't handle it at this point right now to do such a ritual.
Yark.
Hello.
Looking in your inn, doing a little walk around just right before the lunch rush, which isn't really big. Your inn's still trying to gaining traction. Thus, right now, your inn is at a slight negative sort of deficit. The costs for running it are a little bit higher than the actual profit it's bringing in. That, and kind of combine it with the sort of amount of taxes it's paying back, and it is still struggling right now. As you're kind of looking around, looking for places to try to improve, you do notice 2 barrels that were not there before.
2 barrels. Okay.
Barrels.
I pop it open. Or I read it first, I guess.
3 barrels, actually. And they are, in fact, new. Looking at it quickly, you see it's actually 3, sorry. You see the seal for what is labeled as Plain Best Bottling Company. And this barrel is marked as apple orange cider.
Ooh.
And the actual seal itself is of a very stylized, what looks like a Talenta Plains halfling, like a clawfoot raptor rider. So like war paint on the cheeks, a really kind of one of his teeth is missing, and there's a huge scar in one of his ears. But he's smiling, holding up a large mug of what appears to be stylized cider. And just kind of opening the bung and taking a quick little taste with a specialized tasting spoon. Boy, that's pretty good.
Can I see who it's from or where it's from?
Yeah, it's from the Plain Best Bottling Company. However, there's no receipt on where it was bought from, where it came from. You're not sure. You're not feeling poisoned yet, so.
I mean, I think I'm pretty good at detecting poison, I think.
Mm-hmm. You had a good palate.
Okay, cool. Time to open up shop and put this on the menu, I guess.
All right. Do you put it as normal price or even more expensive since it's pretty good and limited?
A little higher.
Okay.
And of course, I'll sell it too really well with the limited time.
Limited time offer. No more like it. You know?
Well, yeah, exactly. Oh, and I'm guessing I was able to make some what's it called? Connections with like the butcher, the grocer, all that kind of stuff to get supplies in regularly.
All right.
No, I said I did that a couple days ago.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to worry
Um,
about that anymore.
Oh no. As you're at this point, you're kind of stepping back from everything, just watching it kind of continue, and you just finally go like, "Ooh, okay, everything's working, and I don't have to constantly supervise."
Oh yeah, I did hire other people. I forgot about that.
Correct. You've got like 10 people working for you right now.
Nice.
You've got
That's
10 unskilled laborers, so waitresses, barkeeps, line cooks, and then you've got your sous chef
5.
assistant who also does a little bit of work at other places. He kind of splits his time.
That's fine.
And you've also got an accountant who you've
Which-
never actually met. He's very mysterious.
My name is Shadowy Figure.
And do you want to go meet him?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So
I'm sure we talked a little bit like when I first hired him, but now I should probably.
he was actually a hire based on your sous chef Antoine's just merit. He is like, "Yeah, I know this guy that knows numbers real good.
Those numbers are good.
He knows numbers real good. He knows taxes. He knows laws like that."
Wow, he's so smart.
You manage to actually catch up with him as he is on his way out. Like already, he comes in for like an hour or two per day to smooth over all the various numbers and sort of keeping track of inventory and
Balance checkbook,
stuff like that. Balancing the checkbook. He's in for like an hour and he's done. That stuff even you have a little bit of trouble with, but he's a very sort of scraggly looking gnomish man. And as you see him, he looks towards you with these like Coke bottle glasses, just magnify his eyes. He gives you a little smile and he says, "You're the chef, yes?"
Keep up the good work. And he runs off.
All right.
Your chef, yes.
All right. He kind of shrugs and heads off.
Dovite can
Do you-
interact with this person.
Fair enough. Do you want to actually know his name? Do you look around to see what his name is based on the papers he signs?
I don't.
All right. Fair enough.
I keep my distance as much as possible.
All right. I won't tell you. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Dusty was going to start actually, for once in his life, go do research. Now, where has books on the realm of the dead? Because they did once upon a time try to revive the friend, but he didn't want to go, supposedly. So, now that we know his soul is not in danger, what else might have just disrupted it? Or did he truly just not want to?
Give me an investigation or a religion check. Or an arcana, actually. But I don't think you're very good at arcana.
Investigation.
Ooh, that was on a 20.
That was. I was.
Heading to a large municipal library. You spend about 5 hours there, poring through a handful of tomes, spell shards, and various sort of
Dusty's mouth watering, but he relents.
These are very dusty. Maybe not very good
me.
tasting. Oh, covered in dust and smelling of mothballs. Not very delicious. But
I'm not used to this seasoning, but maybe an acquired taste.
for sure. But looking into it, the realm of Dolur is a place that not many things return from, especially if they've been dead for anything longer than a minute.
He perished in front of us, so ruling that out.
But the practice of returning spirits from there is really, it's not an established science. It doesn't happen very often. A lot of rules have been established that work most of the time, but there's always going to be exceptions among them, especially for spirits that don't want to return. For a lot of these examples of it not working, you read about various grudges that the dead held against the living, trying to revive them. Either feelings of satisfaction of not really desiring to come back to life, of being kind of done, as well as kind of pacts with otherworldly beings that instantly snatch their soul the moment it's freed. But you seeing him there, it doesn't really fit.
Nah.
Because if he didn't want to come back, then why did he come talk to you then? The realm of Dolur, especially after that long, because of its soul scouring effect.
Oh God.
I forgot this Martin video had that.
So, very loud. Thank you for intruding on the moment.
Damn it,
But,
Sim.
the soul scouring effect of the realm of Dolur definitely should have just, he should not have been that lucid after that long there. But it is weird, other planes dealing with souls and dead stuff, so who knows? I mean, especially with ghosts, them sticking around just to do one last thing and then disappearing, that's not unheard of. But I suppose
Dusty
with
is starting to ponder something, but I suppose I'd have to either DM it to you or...
Please do.
Alright.
While you do that, I just want to say, looking through all of ZGF Gaming's merchandise, it's kind of like watching a time lapse of all of Zim's Sonas and Sona alternates. How they're changing, how they're fitting into different games.
Yeah, and some of them are going to be going away. Because, they're old and haven't sold at all, so I'm kind of going to clean them out. And especially
Dusty,
the
that is
stuff
a
on
good
the
point.
zgfgaming.com website. That especially will be going away, so check
What
it
is it?
out. Grab some of it. The various merch on the ZGF Gaming website.
Like all of it?
Yeah, we're moving to another provider, so...
Okay, that makes sense.
And there's several D&D groups still on there that we are not actually running anymore, and so on and so forth.
I still have both my original t-shirt. I want an updated one though.
I have a
should pick
shirt.
up Sully t-shirt.
I don't see our Rooms and Reptiles stuff.
It was a while ago.
I don't think it's on here.
I don't believe I ever actually put that on, no.
Oh, well, then, never mind.
There's some runes and some Echoes of Eberron stuff though. Do I have a shirt but not a sticker?
Anyway, I sent it to you, Dova.
That I saw. And that is a very good point.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I may have to ask Rosalind a question.
Speaking of Rosalind, what are you doing?
I have no freaking clue.
Hell yeah. That is up to you, I believe.
Downtime is suffering.
I mean, there's always the option of sparring inside the combat arena.
No, I have a better idea. I am going to hunt down a registry of religious orders inside Sharn and nearby.
Okay.
Hey Zim, you got any coupon codes?
Why don't you PM me on Discord with what you're wanting, and
Yeah,
can do
sing
this.
it loud like this.
I appreciate the interest, just,
Well,
let's keep the game
also,
focused.
I'm trying to sell it to the audience.
Oh,
true.
that's fair. Yeah, I can make a coupon.
Kind of like a going away coupon.
Rosalind, go ahead and give me a... I suppose this would be either a religion or a investigation check.
Interestingly enough, I actually have religion.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, probably fitting, because, you know...
Oh yeah, Powerstone says he still has you on a T-shirt, Dova.
I am on a shirt.
That someone owns. Yes.
It feels great.
Kitsu often tells me about his dusty shirt. I'm pleased. I know the feeling.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay, so... Sorry. Where was I? I have completely lost my train of thought.
Rosalind, religion check.
Okay, yeah, I got it up to there. It just kind of trails away.
She religions the location of the general guy.
I don't think that works. I don't think that's how that works at all.
I think it can work however you want it to work, Dova.
So I'd say you managed to find your way and get into a probably the same temple to Ogma as Zerth did. You can find plenty of historical records about all the various faiths in Sharn and the surrounding area. But to get a sort of detailed survey of current sort of religious activity, nothing really exists in the public record. Actually, you know what? You'd be able to get data from a few years back, but Nothing from anything in the last 5 or 6 years. What are you looking for in particular?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can guess what I'm looking for in particular.
Fury's worshippers?
Specifically cults worshipping the Six, the Dark Sixth, and the Fury in particular.
Okay, so the Dark Six are. I suppose you know this. The Dark Six are in a way worshipped by normal folks who also worship the sovereign, the sovereign nine. However, in more of a way of I'll appease you so you don't fuck up my crops sort of thing. Finding genuine worship akin to a cult is a little bit more difficult than that. From the text you've been reading, evidence of them definitely exists, of these cults of the dragon below. Or not of the dragon below, hold on.
I mean, Kyber is known as the dragon below, so...
Mm-hmm.
Also, what do you mean so I won't fuck up your crops? What are you insinuating here, Dova?
Not you specifically. It's hard to find any modern modern sects of a cult specifically worshiping the Fury. As doing such a thing is very heavily frowned upon.
Gosh, you'd almost think it's forbidden or something. With
Nah.
reason.
And then we had Surf running around parading her symbol.
The symbol
Many
was
times.
covered up most of the time.
Yeah, it was. He was smart about it.
Mhm.
One of the few things he was smart about.
It doesn't matter if you can't give me a concrete answer, Dova. It was just an idea. I am not bad.
If you're looking for some legit cult stuff, you would not be able to find it on a cursory examination. Evidence suggests that it does exist somewhere in a sort of religious underground, but you do find a casual worship of the Fury amongst the other gods of the Dark Six, with members of the sovereign host, paying reverence to the Dark Six in order to prevent their wrath, stuff like that.
Okay, that was weird.
Rob?
Yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say I'm not Babby D&D player where I feel like I need to get an answer for every skill check I roll.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out some of this stuff as well.
Yeah. This warrants further investigation.
Mm-hmm.
I should require a detective hat.
5 crowns. It's like a little costume shop in one of the many bridge side bazaars.
Okay, detective hat, that would be stupid.
Doesn't fit on the helmet.
Yeah.
I just look dumb.
Yeah. Also, when you mentioned religious underground, for some reason I wanted to ask, is there religious cage matches?
Yeah, 100%. Probably, actually, no, that probably would be with the Fury.
Oh god, what if we rot?
If you want to, you can get deeper into it and start really searching around.
Would there be like an information broker I could maybe hire?
Hire one of the priests of the Temple of Ogma. They're more akin to researchers than anything else. Otherwise, you could head to the University of Morgrave. Perhaps hire one of the professors, or even like a grad student there to do some research on your behalf.
Doesn't feel right to let a grad student get involved in this because there's possibly risk involved.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to the Temple of Ogma because they, well, if they accept, they probably have more protection.
The last time that we had some students come with us, they all kind of got destroyed.
Oh, super hyper dead.
Extremely true.
I'm not one. I'm not one to relish in the random death of random people, particularly if I'm paying for them.
Please observe fan art. We have fan art.
Ah!
Nice.
Fan art, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Odd. Where's Yark? I mean, thank you, Power Stone, but... Oh, wait, hold on. Is that Yark or Zurth? I can't really tell.
This is me forcibly washing you.
How dare you, first of all.
There's also some in art chair too.
Sweet. Oh, he's looking for Siddle.
Is it like how what's his face? Connor Kenway in Assassin's Creed 3 is always looking for Charles Lee. Just replace Charles Lee with Siddle. Where is Siddle?
Nowhere.
Oh, you'll come back eventually.
All your stuff is here. Also, your dog is here.
No, he took his dog.
Did he, though?
I did specify that.
Oh, okay. He did then.
Anyway, yeah. Temple of Ogma.
Correct.
Which
So,
suspiciously like Dogma.
whoa.
Which almost sounds like Sigma.
Uh-oh.
You're obsessed. Get some help.
So, you, upon asking around a little bit and getting quite a few concerned stares because of your very imposing visage from your sinister helmet.
No fear. Rosalind enters. One fear.
One.
Is this where the meme? I fear no man, but that points to a tiny squirrel approaching.
That's no man.
It scares me. You actually are kind of directed around to a rather large minotaur. He's got a pendant and a set of fairly comfortable looking, formal-ish scholar's robes. But he's got what is clearly a bag of holding, which he's using to restock some of the shelves, just pulling book after book from the bag, putting it on the shelf, doing it fairly quickly. But he kind of steps down from the stepladder and says, "I'm the specialist for field research. Did you need something?"
Yes, I'm attempting to track down some cultists, shall we say.
What sort of cult are we talking here? Cult of the Dragon Below, because we've done plenty of research on that and come up with nothing.
I'm looking
If
for
it's-
fanatical fury worshippers specifically.
Suppose it's something that we could delve into. I can't recall any major research into that being done very much. Lately, that is.
Okay.
For a token fee to take on paperwork fees, we'll start this. We do have a vested interest in discovering these things. But if you'd like to make a donation, we'd appreciate it. If not, then I'm afraid I'll have to put it on the stack with the other requests for field research that we get per each year.
How does 400 Galifars for now sound?
400 Galifars is a very generous donation, and I think I'll put you at the top of the list.
Okay. I'll count them out into a small baggie and hand them over.
All right. He reaches into one of his coat pockets to retrieve a small little tag on a string, which he ties around the bag, and writes, "What was your name?"
Rosalind.
Rosalind. Do you have an address in the city that I can get back to you at, or will ascending as well?
Give him the Arch Tavern.
Yeah, I was about to. You could drop all messages at the Kingly Kobold, and they'll reach me.
I know the man who processed some of the paperwork for that. I was thinking of stopping by.
Oh,
You really should. Should be completely open fairly soon.
Do they do happy hour specials?
Absolutely.
I don't recall, but probably knowing the owner.
I'll have to stop by soon. Thank you for the donation. We'll get right on it.
Okay. And I'll leave.
All right. Sinel, what are you up to?
He is... So, I mean, he's got little that he does aside from the bounty hunting.
Maybe you should pick up a new hobby.
Right
now.
No, this one is so
Pick some-
lucrative, though.
But does it make you happy? Is it
It
fulfilling?
Go.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Why were you complaining about it?
Yeah, what's the problem, man?
There you go.
I just feel like I wind up with way too much money when I get to do it like this.
Then give other people money.
Yeah, I'll probably
Spend
share
it on
some-
useless stuff. That's the
Or-
true goal of life.
You say you have too much money. However, make more load bow arrows.
Fair. We're gonna go bounty hunting.
All right. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Yeah, you have a fine money stick as it is. Need I remind you?
Ooh. So you're in the middle of tracking down a large sort of a company embezzler. Walked off with hundreds of thousands of Galifars. And right as you're about to just reach out from an alley and grab him, you end up in the middle of you end up in the crossfire of a different apprehension effort, which is also being thwarted by mercenaries that seem to have been hired by the embezzler. You take quite a few shots in the crossfire, but end up managing to scrape out of there with the skin of your teeth, with the corpse of the embezzler. As unfortunately, he also took quite a few shots, but wasn't quite as resilient as you were. You are at 1 HP.
Oof.
Oh,
Sorry.
I just said oof.
However, the bounty was quite large. Go ahead and add 300 Galifars. As even dead, he paid out quite well.
Oh, well, okay. Afterwards, I'm gonna do a short rest afterwards.
All right.
And then, thank you, Creighton, for this idea. I am going to go find the finest, box of stogies that I can.
Smart man. Heading to
my God, genius.
heading to a nearby herbalist. You've been asking around, and this is the place where the good stuff is. It's
Probably
not.
in the upper level in Sharn.
It's near the upper level. It's not like the cigarette. The cigars don't look great, but they taste fantastic. Got probably the best body and complexity of any cigar, in Sharn at least. In Corvair, you'll probably find better things in Karnath and Kubara. But here, it's probably the best. It's an herbalist shop, which is just the inside is almost like a mini terrarium. It's got a flowing stream in the floor. The air seems to have a little, a little suspension of little motes of spores and little floating, sort of fuzzy seed pods. And the shopkeep, a furbolg, kind of peers out from behind his hair that kind of hangs down fairly long over his face. He kind of flicks it to the side. Can I get you anything? Wait, have you been here before? I think I remember you.
Have I?
Might
Out of
have
character,
been
have
somebody
I?
that looked like you.
No, I don't think I have.
Go and give me a history check.
Oh, hey.
You've never been here.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been here.
How dare this man get his Martins confused.
Must have been a different guy. Anyways, what can I get for you? Health potions, invisibility stuff, polymorph. I mean, you look like an adventuring type, and that's kind of what you guys always want.
Actually, I heard that this is a great place to get cigars.
Well, you heard right. I wouldn't have expected that from you. How many you want? As he kind of pivots over to one of the walls that's filled with, you know those like a donut case in a bakery. It's just like
Yeah.
a glass front, and you can like pick and choose which ones you want. It's sort of like that, but with just all sorts of varied cigars, sort of hand-rolled cigarettes, just this entire wall dedicated to various herbs, smoking supplies, and all sorts of equipment. There's some pipes. There's some corncob pipes. Those long like cigarette sticks. All sorts.
I'm just looking for really good cigars for a friend. Probably a box of them.
Probably a box. Let me see. I think that he might like these. Maybe we'll put a few purple rains, handful of deep mist, and one nice kind of yellow zinger here, really to kind of add some spice. As he's kind of packing him away into a nice little wooden box.
Is that box waterproof?
I don't think so. Where are you going that needs to be waterproof?
It's where the friend goes. He likes to hang out in ponds.
Oh.
One particular pond. But
Let me see.
You know.
Well, I think this one's pretty well sealed, and he holds up one that looks like it has a little bit of maybe an epoxy applied to some of the seams. But the box itself is very, very plain. It's got a nice sliding lid. It feels very tight and well put together. As he says, for all 12 of them, 30 Galifars.
All right, you've got yourself a deal.
All right. He hands over the box and counts up the coinage before depositing them into what sounds like almost a chute. As you hear them kind of slide down a little bit of a metal bit before just disappearing, like the sound just vanishes. Come back if you need anything else.
Will do. Thank you very much. I'm also going to try and find those manacles again.
All right.
The magical ones.
As you're leaving, he gives you a what looks like a little almost like a little cookie, but it feels very tough, and it looks like it has little bits of meat in it for the dog.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's very cute and well behaved.
Well, thank you. I'll toss it over to DeSoto right away.
All right. Go ahead and give me an investigation check to find the manacles. All right. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Sorry, I have to search something up real quick. These things exist. I swear to God. I think it's a dimensional manacles. Right? I just can't find it. Okay, there they are. They're not manacles, they're
Our
shackles.
community grows.
So, as you are continuing your search, you eventually stumble upon a rather ramshackle, rough-looking shop by magical or by a sort of curios shops standards. But heading inside, you see behind a barred, locked glass case are a set of gleaming golden manacles, inscribed with all sorts of arcane seals and almost glowing just as they sit there. The shopkeep, whose shop seems to cater almost directly to you, Sinnel, is full of manacles, traps, all sorts of bounty hunting equipment. They've got a large sort of clamp collar on a big stick. They've got snare arrows. They've got all sorts of arrows. But the big thing that interests you is those manacles.
What's the name of the
There's a
shop?
big old price tag on it that says 4,500.
I don't have that much.
The grizzled half-orc, looks like a veteran mercenary, sort of leans on her elbow behind the counter and just kind of stares over at you.
I don't have that much.
You say that in character?
He'll be standing there looking at them, kind of looking down at his money pouch, feeling it and just being like, I don't have that much. But I want them.
You want to make a deal?
Sinnoh will kind of look up a little startled and
My hamster is getting antsy. If we
be like,
adventurers let us adventure.
Sure? What did you have in mind?
Well, we got the price listed right there. If you want to go the easy way.
Are
the
you
man
going
has
to
a
accept
job for you.
the influence? Though I kind of also want to have something more to do, so I also kind of want to go the other way.
I'm going to deny that one, Jaffer.
I figured.
Mhm.
Well, I don't have that much money, but it would definitely be really nice, so I guess what's the hard way?
Well, we can make a trade.
What's
How
All
about
those
your
years
dog?
of work, you've
Huh.
got to have something worth something to you. I ain't looking for work, though.
Oh wait, I still have this war staff. And I guess I do have the Amulet of Proof against Detection and Location, which has some value. He'll pull out both of those. The War Staff of Fernian Ash and the Amulet of Proof against Detection and Location.
Alright.
I also have this this MRE from Thrain.
Mm-hmm. It's still definitely definitely still good at this point.
Well, you said it was super good and super rare, so
True.
Sinnoh did indeed it. Probably worth something if it's super rare. What?
No.
So yeah,
So,
he'll pull out those 3 items.
but all those like treasures you've got in there.
Oh.
I see a lot of various little trinkets, art objects.
Alright. I'll pull out my battered silver fork. Looking a little distraught over it. And the black velvet mask. He'll keep the bone statuette at least.
Okay.
The embroidered silk handkerchiefs. Small gold bracelets. The small mirror. Oh. I didn't realize I had this.
I'm assuming we're looking at the same thing.
The drinking horn?
No, not that.
What
I
are
was
you
looking
looking
at the little stone.
The Stone of Good Luck?
I believe so, yeah.
But I like my good luck stone.
Maybe I was thinking of a luck blade, which is completely different.
Oh, yes.
It's a bit different.
Dude, Luck
So-
Blade is ridiculous, but the Luck Stone is still useful and nice.
As go ahead and give me an insight check, Sinnoh.
Okay. The record, Siddle is still he's still got cuts and scrapes and probably a little bit of bleeding here and there that is roughly bandaged up.
Just a bit. As she looks over the MRE, you can tell her eyes linger on it for quite a bit. But you know, she's definitely got an interest in it, quite a big one at least, for sure. But she kind of looks on nonchalantly,
Like, nope, yeah, I was not.
looking at
Nope.
something else. Yep. She's going to say, "I tell you what. How about we make a nice little trade? All these nice little trinkets and, you know, the goblet. How about the bottle of wine, the one with the dragon on it? Maybe that amulet, the MRE, as well as those 2 potions of greater healing. Do that, and I'll lower the price to, let's say, 500.
Just
What
in
all
this
did she
time.
want? What all did she say?
The all those little art objects that you brought out. The MRE, the amulet of proof against detection, as well as the 2 greater healing potions.
What goblet did you mention?
Sorry, not a goblet. The gold bracelet.
Okay.
So all those little art objects.
So not the drinking horn.
No.
Okay. Because that would be a lot more than what she's asking for it. Yeah. I will do that then.
All right.
I'll go ahead and... So, the battered silver fork.
Yep.
The black velvet mask.
Yep.
Carved bone statuette. No, I kept that.
Yep. Silk handkerchief. The small dragon shard. Gold
Oh, I didn't know you
bracelets,
wanted that
as
too.
well as the small mirror.
Okay. And then the MRE.
Yep, the MRE. Going down to the water skin, the wine bottle of Red Dragon Crush.
I gotta find that, sorry.
It's way down here. I'll just delete it.
Oh, the red dragon. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
I got that.
The
Potions of greater healing. Not thrilled on losing those, but it is
can
what
buy
it
'em
is.
back.
Yeah.
As in return, you gain. Did I accidentally gave you the dimensional seal? That is not, in fact, the thing I wanted to give you. There we go. Some very heavy manacles. But with kind of making sure everything is in good condition and kind of pulling it over to her side of the table, she hands, or she puts the all the various accumulated coin and valuables, and then reaches between her cleavage to grab the key to unlock the glass chest, or so the glass case. As it clicks open, she reaches in, grabs the manacles, and as you grab them, they are heavy. They're like 6 pounds.
Are they
It's exactly.
Are they actually magical?
They definitely are. You can see them kind of shimmering and glowing with arcane light.
So
You know what it ought to do, but as soon as you leave, I'll go ahead and identify it for you, as you probably would be doing that yourself.
yeah.
All right. As you all sort of finish up your daily routines and start looking for places to bed down. What you guys doing?
Actually, Sinel was going to also go... He's going to find somebody to make a saddle.
Okay. What sort of animal is it going to be for?
A displacer beast.
All right. Go ahead and give me an animal handling or an investigation check.
I can't. One sec. Sorry.
No problem. Yark, what are you doing at your inn? It's getting close to the dinner rush. As well as, I suppose, Rosalind and Dusty would be making their way back, as well as Zerth from their various research endeavors.
Prepping for dinner and happy hour, I guess, because as a avid alcohol consumer, I know when that is.
Enthusiast.
Thank you. I know exactly when that is.
The
Drunk.
average alcoholic versus the average ethanol enjoyer.
The median ethanol enjoyer.
Yeah.
So you mean the average alcoholic versus the Chad ethanol consumer?
Yes, that whole 1 hour. That probably isn't more than 1 hour.
Yeah, it's probably like 2-ish.
Then why?
Nobody judges.
Anyway,
I'll take the paint thinner from the basement.
It's a little bit blinding.
And I offer rooms. I make sure all the beds are comfy.
All right.
Our
But,
goal still is
the apple orange cider is actually selling pretty well. Especially once you gain the brilliant idea to start heating it. It's a fairly cold day in Sharn today. A little bit of the winter wind has unfortunately wormed its way into the winding confines of the city's various towers. And a nice sort of a chest-warming drink like that just flies out. By the first night, you've already emptied one of the large barrels.
perfect.
And
People are definitely going to be sleepy.
oh, people are gonna be so sleepy. And you actually get some of your first in customers. Some of the first people to actually stay for the night. It's a small group of traveling adventurers from very, very far east. They're mostly halflings, including 2 dwarves from the Maror Holds. But if you were to guess, they're about maybe half of your combined strength. So they're definitely accomplished, and they're kind of working their way up as far as wealth and power goes.
Nice. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I give them rooms. They probably take the good ones.
Yeah, they spend like 10 minutes arguing about who's gonna buy for what room.
Boy, does that bring back memories.
And then a bunch of them just end up buying their own room and just sleeping in their solo anyways. So
Works for me.
Like the good old days.
This is why I got in the tavern business in the first place. I'm gonna run this myself once I retire.
Dusty, Rosalind, and Zerth, what are you guys doing?
I guess I'd come home. And
By the way, I
then
did roll my
it
investigation
depends on
check.
who's there.
All right. Inside the manor would likely be actually, go ahead and give me a perception check. As you make your way back into the villa, passing by Yark currently doing something in the inn's kitchen. Go ahead and give me a perception check. This is hearing based.
Included?
Sorry? No, this is in the manor.
Oh, okay, I see.
Uh,
This is not appropriate for the stream, so I'm just gonna message it to you.
Welcome to the hamlet.
oh. Can the gardener bring someone home? The gardener.
Oh, now I want to know. I'm curious.
Sorry. Zim. Sorry, not Zim. Sinel. You go to the same place that you went to get some of your armor made for DeSoto. And after a little bit of discussion with basically the same guy who knows you're out there for some very unique things, he offers to commission a saddle made for those for 100 Galifars. As it's fairly difficult to get the saddles to stay on, especially when sometimes they actually phase out of them.
Yeah, I can understand. I will pull out a platinum dragon and toss it to him.
All right, catches it, kind of.
It's like a dinner plate, by the way.
Yeah, it's like the size of like an iPhone. He kind of smells it, kind of bites into it. All right, I'll have a messenger send a letter to you when it's done. Otherwise, check back in a week. I should have it.
All right.
As he actually he thinks back to the huge platinum dragon. Actually, you feel like the type of person who needs it rushed.
Kinda, preferably. My life's literally on the line.
Check up tomorrow.
Absolutely, I'll be back then.
All right.
If this is your attempt to make peace, I am intrigued.
Well, yes.
All right. So, Dusty, do you do anything with that information?
No.
All right. Cool. Other than kind of trying to drown it out.
I mean, he's not been in these kinds of situations, so he'll probably just sit nearby and be intrigued.
All right.
He's like, oh.
Rosalind and Zerth, what are you guys doing as you rendezvous back at the tavern?
Yeah, Dusty's plans are no longer important right now.
He found something else to be entertained by.
We would probably get back to the house around the same time, give or take. And Zerf would just go, "How did your adventure go?"
Rosalind?
Was that MDB? Because I didn't go back to the house yet.
Well, this would be at. Were you? This would be at the tavern. Sorry.
Oh, at the tavern.
Yeah, not at the house. This would be at the tavern before you guys actually head in. Because Rosalind, your day of research would end at about the same time as Zerth's.
Not bad. I paid some monks to go find the Fury's cult for me.
Smart. That's good thinking. And then he would lay it off. Go ahead.
I know, right? Like, why the fuck would I do research?
You do have a point there. You're above that now. Yeah, mine was intriguing and time consuming. And then he'd go in the whole thing about the ritual that I said earlier and just end with, it's gonna be a long couple days. I just feel it in my bones.
Okay, let's get drunk. Fuck.
That is the greatest idea I have heard all day.
It is happy hour.
I've made a hard. I've used the new cider we got to make a few batches of hard cider.
Mm.
No, Yark, I want the stuff you cleaned the blood off the floorboards with.
Rosalind special.
Rosalind, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, along with Zerth, if you are also imbibing.
Yeah, he's
200% proof.
he's gonna enjoy the night with his wife.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
I was on the one. Man, Rosalind, you're having a nice night. You're having a few drinks. The shots are very strong, but you kind of taper off your drinking as you hit that nice little perfect spot. You kind of hover around there for quite a bit. And you're having a nice time. Zerth, you try to follow shot for shot for a little while.
It ain't happening.
Yeah, you didn't really have much to eat, or at least nothing huge. So the shots just go right through you, and you are barely staying in your chair.
You know that we could paint the walls berry color. No. Yes, no.
Right, is a great idea.
I'm going to bear hug Zer.
Oh, you're so fluffy and warm. It's super tight.
So your spine kind of decompresses a little bit as you feel a few little rippling pops.
So soft, so gentle. It's not Maybelline.
About maybe an hour later, Sinel, you managed to find a fairly kind of low traffic inn. It's actually that same place that you went to after the banquet, where you had that super nice hearty bowl of noodles. And you're heading up to your room when actually we'll go to the others first. As outside, you guys all hear what sounds like a series of little firecrackers. Maybe one of those bundles that somebody set off. But one of them seemed a bit closer than the rest. As if it kind of bounced on and almost hit the door.
Get off my yard, you damn kids.
Yark? Someone's throwing firecrackers at your tavern. That's what it sounds.
I have Gar mine the counter while I go check it out.
All right. As you do so, as you open the door, you don't see like a pack of kids with a box of firecrackers just tossing them every which way. But a little ways away in the dim light, the cold air sort of seeping in through the open doorway.
Enjoy
You see what looks like
your
a
stay.
dark patch on the ground. And as you look closer, you see a single overturned loafer, with the ground around it painted a misty shade of red. Sinnel, as you're getting ready for bed at about the same time, you're walking past some of the rooms when just on the other side of a wooden door, you hear a muffled whoof as you kind of look over and you see almost painted in a thin line along the sort of seam in the door, extending maybe a few inches into the hallway, nearly getting your foot, is a red mist just painted onto the ground. You hear a slight commotion from inside the room as somebody almost starts jumping out of their bed and just screaming, wailing. You do anything?
Do I be
Darn
a
kid.
hero or do I be like, nope, I saw nothing?
That's up to you. You are very tired and very beat up.
I will try the doorknob carefully.
All right.
Drawing my spears.
It opens very easily as the person who is in it just bolts out. A young woman in her sleeping gown, basically just collapses out, one side of her completely coated in red. And as you look inside the room, you can see that it is literally the walls have been painted with somebody. As the bed opposite of her is just empty and coated in mist.
The hell happened? He's more directing that towards the person that darted out.
Through her wailing and hysterics, as other people are starting to gather, as well as about a few minutes later, some of the member of the guards start to swarm in. I can not really swarm as there's only two of them, but they make their way in at breakneck pace. But the only thing that you're able to gather from somebody who lost somebody that might have been very close to her is that he just exploded. No lead up, no warning. Just gone. Soon afterwards, she seems to faint from the stress. As for the people at the inn, you guys are hearing a bit of a commotion coming out from the streets as slowly the news is sort of filtering in. As the city sort of starts to go into another state of emergency, very similar to the one where many of the city's dead suddenly reanimated and caused havoc. Quite a few of the still alive population just spontaneously exploded, including 2 members of the city's open council, of which there's only 9 members.
Sinnel's gonna find a different inn to stay at.
Do you go to get a refund?
Yeah.
Okay. You won't have to spend double for the night, so go ahead and subtract like 4 Galifars.
I'm gonna
Expensive
squint
hand.
over the counter, and then I'm gonna ask someone, "Hey, is it Wednesday?"
Probably very seriously.
Fucked up shit seems to happen in Shard on a Wednesday.
I gotta check the calendar. I mean, it is actually where.
See, I have a divine sense about these things.
Just intuition. So I'm just about to collapse, and my brain is actually smoothing out as we speak. So I think this might be a good time as ever for us to stop for the week, and we will be back next week with a big session.
It was a nice chill session
Yeah.
until the end there.
Oh, actually, as sort of like a post-credit scene, Dusty, you're hanging out.
Yes. There.
As
I
about
am there.
maybe half an hour later, you haven't been keeping track of time, but the door opens. The door opens, and you're maybe across the hall somewhere. As Irian steps out, looking a bit disheveled, and he locks eyes with you, and you can see the bit of the color drain out of his face.
Smile.
He
Sit there and don't move.
He kind of looks around, looks at you. He says, "You keep quiet about this."
Yeah. Okay.
Also, how long have you been there?
How long has he been there?
You've been there about half hour.
Half an hour. Good endurance.
Mm-hmm. He stands there, unable to make words for a few moments before. I will pay you to stay quiet, just to make sure.
Oh, you don't have to. I'll admit that's the first time I think I've really seen something like that, so I'm intrigued enough to prevent anything from happening to that.
Does Dusty get a peek to see?
His mind is racing right now, but he's just gonna kind of nod a little bit, really unsure, and then just gonna slide back into his room and close the door.
Dusty speaking. I don't know.
That's
I
the session.
mean, he did hear plenty.
No, you did not. You did not actually see. You just would have heard.
I mean, he didn't want to get caught, and without any visual lines of sight to him, looks like he didn't until it was done.
So many questions.
So many questions.
Looks like Dusty got a dragon show of his own. Looks like Dusty.
My boy? Question mark.
Speaking of Dova,
Yeah, what's up?
next chance I get when everything isn't all crazy and explodey, I want to invite that Dragonborn from the banquet to my tavern.
Perfect. I believe you'd have enough information to get a parcel sent to him.
Nice.
But yeah, session over.
Session over.
Just get it over with.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening for Echoes of Eberron Dungeons and Dragons. I will be
Goodbye,
back.
everyone. Oh, sorry. I jumped.
Goodbye,
down.
everyone.
Oh,
Bye.
Okay. I will be back tomorrow with more streaming. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those good things there on the website, as well as down in the description below. I will be removing all of the merchandise from the ZGF Gaming website soon on the 1st of March. So if you want to get some of that older stuff before it's gone, go get it now. Otherwise, a lot of it will not come back. So this is your chance to get it. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of all of you that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. Thank you for the support. Thank you for coming around. And yeah, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/ZGFgaming. It is with your support that I can bring these streams, so consider doing so today. You can also share this stream with your friends to support it, and that definitely helps a lot. But for now, thank you for joining, and I bid you all a very fond adieu.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye!
It's gone.
Bye.
I think I got him already.
How could you do this?
I had to. It's just a necessity.
It's tradition.
You
It is.
murdered him.
Ooh! Ah!
Bye-bye!
I missed it.
He was definitely still here for that.
God.
You shit.
Anyways, guys, see you tomorrow.